Hey guys, my lips look really pale. I guess it's the chapstick stuff I have on. I didn't notice that until I turned on the camera. Anyway, I have just gotten home from doing my pre-op at the doctor's office and the hospital. And on the way home, we went by the bread store because I wanted to get bread because we have this much left. That can't happen. So I'm going to show y'all what I got from the bread store. We just got home and then Jeff made him a sandwich and went back to work. Or went to work. What am I saying? I have no clue, honestly, today. Today's been wild. Real wild. Like, I'll talk to y'all more about that in a minute. But it was like something that was crazy, but okay. It wasn't bad. Oh goodness, what am I doing? Trying to get this out of the bag. Why am I doing this way? Because today is this day. Alright, so here's the situation. Like I said, we went to the bread store. I'm going to turn the camera around to show y'all. Why I didn't just, you know, pause and then take the stuff out of the bag, I have no clue. But this bread right here is the kind we get. This and the Sara Lee, I want to say, what is that one over there? This one, Sara Lee Artisano bread. Okay, so we get this from, this kind from the bread store. Now, this normally is close to $4, but at the bread store, you can get it for $2.65. Now, that is more expensive than their other breads at the bread store. Why do I keep saying bread store? I don't know. Anyway, Flowers Bakery, let's say that. It is more expensive than their other, but this is really good dated, unlike the other kind. It's not, the other kind is usually like a day or two out before it's no good, or before it's Best Buy. So this is a lot better. Let's just say that. That's enough. I'm done enough. Okay. So then they had these for 75 cents, so I grabbed a couple of those. Noah and I both, well, Jeff likes them too. We all three like them, but they don't expire until the 22nd of this month, and today is the 16th, so there's time. Okay, and then I got me some of the Boom and Berry bagels because these are my favorite of the Dave's Killer Bread bagels. I know I got the cinnamon raisin ones. I like those too. And I have those in the freezer, but those are for after surgery. These are for now. And the reason why that I take them apart and freeze them is because I like to stick them straight in my toaster oven to toast them. It's not focusing. Anyway, I put them straight in there because I like them toasted, and my toaster has this frozen thing. And I know that someone had told me that they just put them in the freezer just like this, and that's great. I have done that before with this kind and with this kind as well, and I understand why you do that, and I'm not saying anything against it. I just like to have it already separated, and I know it's more work, but I just like to have it already separated so I can just throw it in there and it's easy. So alright, then I got that for now, not for later. Then I got these plain ones, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these apart. Well, I'm not doing it today. I might do it today. We'll see. I'm going to take them, it's according to how much cheese I have, and pepperonis. I'm going to take these apart, and I'm going to lay them out on a sheet tray, or sheet pan, and I'm going to make bagel pizzas out of this. I'm going to lay them out, and sauce, cheese, pepperoni, and I'm gonna let them flash freeze like that, and then I will put them into freezer bags later. But I want to show y'all that today. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's according to if I have enough of the other stuff. But I have actually never tried their plain bagels by themselves. I've just done like the little pizza bagels, but they're good like that. So yeah, that's what I got from the bread store. Ta-da! I'm in the weirdest mood. Let me talk to y'all about the pre-op. Yes, My table's crazy. This is my little succulent from outside. I didn't want it to die, so I brought it to inside. It loves the outside. It loves to live out there, but not when it's like in the teens, which it's getting to be. I bought this for 50 cents at Kroger several years ago, and it even has a baby down there. Anyway, this is from yesterday. These are the bags I just threw around. This is from yesterday when we went down to the mobile home. We went to Dollar General after, and this is the way it ended up. Got that. This is what I've been taking for me being sick, but I went ahead and got me this because I have to take kind for high blood pressure. This is what we already had. Jeff took that out of his lunchbox and that out of his lunchbox, and those peppermints too. And then I cleaned something with this yesterday. So the table is a mess. I have to clean that off later. But I want to show y'all something else we picked up yesterday. Like, we literally picked this up off the side of the road. Y'all, that sounds ridiculous, but somebody had a free sign on it, and it was a really nice house. So I was like, Jeff, look at it. Let's see if it's any good. So we stopped, and it was in decent shape. So we got it. Yeah, those are some almond M&Ms. You're welcome. That is a snack that I've been snacking on every night for about a week and a half. Or something like that. Anyway, and there's still a lot left in that bag, like half of it. I don't eat many at a time. Why am I talking about this? I don't know, because this is life. Anyway, we got this last night, or yesterday, on the way home. I saw it, and so I was like, Jeff, won't you look at it? Because it looks like it's in decent shape. We did have to put a bolt in it that was missing, but that's it. Otherwise, nothing's wrong with it. And it's comfy. So there we go. I'm going to sit in it and talk to y'all. I know. It's probably crazy. You probably don't ever do anything like that. But we leave stuff on the side of the road for people to pick up, and we have picked up things before. Somebody else's trash is our treasure. I'm pretty sure if it was broken, there wouldn't have been a sign on it that said free or whatever. So that's why we went in and looked at it. I mean, it was a huge thing on the seat. But anyway, it's a comfy chair. It's really comfy, and it's a recliner, and it rocks. So anyways, let me talk to y'all about my pre-op. First of all, I went to the doctor, and I think I told y'all that they told me to come on in today and just wear a mask. So that's what I did, and I went in. I sat away from everybody else. There was some people in there, and this is not like a regular doctor's office. This is a neurosurgeon's office. There were other people in there, and they were like coughing. I mean, like, bad. I'm not even coughing. It's just my sinus, my nose is the problem. Anyway, I went in, I sat away from people. They all were aware that I have been sick. I told them before I ever came. They said, come on in. So, and I even talked to the nurse practitioner. So, they said, come on in. So, anyways, I came in, they brought me to the back, they did the checking. There was a sweet girl being trained. It was so nice how that she asked questions and everything, like learning. She wasn't asking me, well, she did ask me questions, but she was asking the one training her questions. It was so cute. Anyway, I like seeing new people, like young people, learn and have a hunger for it. So anyway, I don't know. Anywho's, stop saying anyway. I went in, and they checked everything. They said everything, you know, my vitals all looks good. The nurse practitioner came in and talked to me. She was having issues with her computer, and she's the sweetest person ever. I would love for her to be like, if she was the nurse practitioner at my regular doctor's office, it would be so awesome, because I wouldn't mind, like, her or him, because she's really nice. I mean, I like her either way, wherever she's at. She's still mine. You know, one of my caregivers, whatevers. Anyways, she's still going to take care of me when I go in. So, at the neurosurgeons, you see the nurse, then you see the nurse practitioner, and then you see your doctor. So, she came in and she talked to me. She asked me questions. I asked her questions. She asked me if I had any other questions, and all that kind of thing. And this is what she told me today that was, she said she wanted to stress the fact that I'm not going to be, like, totally restricted to where I can't do anything at all. The biggest thing is, like, because I had questions about the no bending, no twisting, no pulling, no pushing, no nothing like that. And we all know that if we get up out of a chair, we have to bend a little. We have to push ourselves a little. And I need specifics. So I asked her, and she said, we all know that you're going to have to twist a little bit to get out of bed. You're going to have to twist a little bit whenever you get up out of a chair. And you can't control whenever you're sleeping, things like that. But she said, just be conscious of what you're actually doing. Do not pick up anything heavier than a milk jug, like a full gallon of milk. And to just be careful of that. They gave me a whole like little booklet. It's not a little, it's an 8 by 11, 8.5 by 11, whatever, notebook size type of booklet. It's like that thick, of what I need to read before my surgery. And she said all the things are in there. There's things in there that I don't need because it's like an overall view of different lumbar spine surgeries, not just mine. Some of those things I can just skip over because it's not happening with me. But she told me what to look for. But she said not to worry about it too much. Don't stress out, because if I stress out, it's going to cause me to heal as fast. So she eased a lot of thoughts and a lot of concern for me. And she said, you know, don't worry if you do accidentally twist. You're not going to totally like break yourself if you do a little, you know, a little twist. But it's the big twisting. And I'm twisting to my right because that way it does not hurt like going to my left. My left is this problem. That's my bad side. So anyway, if I would have done the same thing going to my left, I might have, y'all might have seen a sad face. A not happy face anyway. But she alleviated a lot of concern for me. She was very nice. The doctor came in. He was in a joking mood, and he was asking me things. He said, well, we don't know exactly what time you have to be at the hospital on the day of your surgery. We get that closer to date. We always do it that way so that we can, you know, schedule everybody the same, you know, in a row. You know, they get the worst ones, I think, first. That's what I think. I don't know. Maybe they do the easy ones first. I don't really know how they do it. Either way, they're going to call me with my surgery time at a later date. So I was like, okay, you know, I was asking him questions. He said, well, I don't know. I just show up when they tell me to, and I just do what they tell me to do. I was like, okay, as long as you know what you're doing, we're good. So anyway, I need a sip of water. I'll be right back. I just brought my jug over. That way I have it. Anyway, so I got done there, and I went over to the hospital, and I went in to where I was supposed to go, to the little desk, and I told them what I was doing. She said, okay, we'll just go to the kiosk and fill that out and have a seat, and we'll call you back. I had not even got sitting down. Like, my booty had barely touched the chair, and they were already calling me back. That's how fast they are today. So I was like, oh, that's cool, which I was about 15 minutes early, and I thought I was going to be late because my doctor's appointment was at 10, and then my pre-op at the hospital was at 11. So I was like, oh no, that's really close. But I'd already talked to him at the hospital. They said, that's fine. Just show up whenever you get done at the doctor's office. We understand. We know that's how doctors do it. We have, you know, grace about that. I talked to them yesterday. So anyway, I went in. I followed the lady to go do all the stuff, and she took me into a room to put my stuff down, and then she took me into another room to check my vitals. She checked my blood pressure, my heart rate, my temperature, all the things. No fever at either place. They checked my vitals at both places. So then another lady came in, and she's like, okay, I need to get some blood. She said, we're going to have to get a lot. So it was like 5 or 6 vials. I don't know. So I was like, okay, well, they usually like my right arm, but you can choose whichever one you want. So I pulled up both my sleeves, and I handed her my arms. And she looked at this one, and she said, looked at this one, and she said, oh, I think I'm going to use this one. So she put the thing on, and she's like, that. And she's all right. I'm like, wow, you're fast. She already had the needle in me, and I didn't even, like, feel it. That's how good she was. So anyway, I would like for her to always draw blood if I ever needed it, because she was fabulous, and I told her so. Anyway, so did that, then, you know, urine sample, all that stuff. Then I went back to the room where they had me, and the lady came in, the same one. They had done my blood work, and she said, all right, we're going to do an EKG. So they did the EKG. She did all that stuff. She said, all right, nurse is going to come in and talk to you. So the nurse came in and talked to me, got all my information, made sure my medicine, you know, what I was allergic to, what I'm taking now, what I was having done, what the issue was, and all that stuff, you know, just to go over everything, which they had gone over a lot yesterday, but they did it again today, which makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And then she gave me even more things to read. So I have a lot of reading to do before my surgery. So I felt really comfortable with all of it today. It alleviated some concerns. It made me feel a little bit better about what's going on. I really wasn't worried about the actual surgery. I'm not really worried about anything. It was just the after. Like all of the different things that, you know, you're restricted from. Which Jeff has been making a joke and telling people, like his sister and nephew, just different people we have talked to, that he's like, she's just going to have to hover. She's just going to hover. She can't do anything. She's going to have to hover. Because for some reason, whenever he went to the doctor with me the first time for the surgeon, he heard all these different things that I didn't hear. Like, no standing, no laying, no this, that. I'm like, where did you get all of that? He said, the doctor said it. I didn't hear the doctor say any of that. I don't think the doctor did say any of that the first day, and he didn't say it today. So I don't know. We'll find out more on surgery day, and also from the book. So y'all, I'm not concerned about this. I feel okay. I feel really comfortable with it. That does not mean that I won't get a little bit of anxiety as the date gets closer. Oh, also they gave me some hand wash to shower with on the day of surgery. It's an antibacterial hand wash. So I was like, okay. So they said I could either use that or I could purchase some antibacterial soap like Dial. So I may do that because hand wash, I don't know. It's fine. It smells okay. I don't know what I'm going to do. You guys have time to tell me, what would you do? I may go ahead and go get it anyway. I'm also making a list for the grocery store because I'm going to buy some things to make some more freezer meals. Y'all, I'm getting sinusy or nasally. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's see. What was I going to say? Okay, so I'm going to make like some freezer burritos or tacos or whatever you want to call them. And I kind of thinking about making breakfast ones, but the problem is reheated eggs. Jeff and Noah don't love those, so I thought about making some without eggs, like just doing like sausage and cheese with peppers and stuff, and making some breakfast ones. Now, I don't like breakfast burritos, but Jeff and Noah do, and that way they can have some quick breakfast. Which they can make their own. It's not a big deal. They're both adults. But anything I can do to make ahead is great. Actually, that is one of the tips in that book, too. Make ahead meals for the freezer. It's got a lot of different things in there that I was already doing. So it's great. I feel like I'm on the right track. So, yeah, I'm going to make a list, and I'm going to go to the grocery store tomorrow. And most likely, tomorrow's video will be me showing y'all the grocery haul and then giving you the freezer cooking tips. And I'm planning on having a printable for y'all just in case you want it. And then the next day I'll start on the freezer meals. Some more freezer meals. So we'll see. I'm excited about the surgery, and I know that sounds so stupid to some people, but I'm excited about it because I have been hurting so long. And some people they're like, well, you don't look like you're hurting. No, I don't, because I don't act like I'm in constant pain all the time. Because I'll just tell you my philosophy. If I acted the way I feel, I would feel worse. if I acted the way my body is telling me to act, I'd be laying in the bed and I would feel worse. If I acted like I was in pain constantly, I would be in worse pain. I've been there. I've done it before. I've laid in the bed and caused myself to hurt worse. I have woe is me before instead of looking at the positives, and I hurt worse. It's so crazy the way your mind does things. But as long as I'm still positive, as long as I'm still trying to look at the good stuff, I feel better. And I know that that may not work for everybody. I know that might be like something that is foreign to some people. But if I look and find the good in whatever's going on in my life, I feel better. I'm still hurting. Y'all know that. I've told you. I wouldn't be taking pain medicine if I was not hurting. I would not be going through surgery if I was not hurting. Because trust me, I went for years with this lumbar spine pain, trying to ignore it, trying to work with, like, trying to do things to not make it worse, and it still got worse. Trying to avoid surgery. I went for 5 or 6 years avoiding surgery for my cervical spine until I got to the point that I could not, that I had to. And this time, I didn't let it go that far because I learned from that mistake. And this time, instead of having bone spurs and having to have a fusion, I'm just having a discectomy and decompression. So that makes me feel a lot better to have a discectomy and a decompression, which is a minimally invasive surgery where they're only going to cut a small, like 1 to 1.5 inch incision that they're going to glue back together. It makes me feel like I was a little bit smarter this time. I was still trying to avoid surgery, but I knew. But it's okay. Y'all, I'm not telling you to always be chipper and happy and all these things. But our perspective helps us. Our thought life helps us more than we know. And I've learned that through experience. And I'm not trying to tell you how to do anything. I'm just telling you what works for me. So, no, I don't look like I'm in pain. But you don't see me at the bad times. I don't allow it. You don't see me whenever I'm crying. You don't see me when it's late at night and I'm tossing and turning, trying to get comfortable. You don't see me when I'm taking a pill that I don't want to take, and every single time I do it, I think, just one more day closer to not having to do this anymore. You don't see all that, and you won't most likely ever see it. I do plan after surgery of doing videos of some sort. I don't know how much. I don't know what kind. It might just be me sitting in this chair, relaxed or whatever, talking to you guys about my daily updates. It might not be any more than that. I don't know. But you do need to remember that my videos come out like 2 days after I record them. So I'm recording this on Tuesday. You won't see it until Friday. So that's how much distance is between. So on my surgery day and the days after, I will put something on the community tab if I am able, so that you can know how I am, but you'll see it a couple days later. It may be just short videos. Then again, I talk a lot. So we'll see how it works out. Yeah, we'll see. I'm planning on recording the day of surgery, like before I go in and stuff, and then after, if I can. I don't know how it's gonna work. I haven't had surgery since I've been doing YouTube, so I don't know. But I'll be back with something. I don't know what. Possibly the pizza bagel things. I don't know though. It's important if I have everything I need. Also, we're having tacos for supper, so you won't see supper. I'm just gonna do that because that's what's on the menu plan. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm about to get these bagel pizza things done. And I do have this Italian style pizza that I have bought. Pizza. Cheese. This is cheese. I'm wearing gloves also because I'm sick. And I don't know. I haven't touched anything like my face with my hands after I washed them. It's just a thing. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I have this. It's mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, romano, fontina, and asiago. I bought this when I was making that lazy lasagna because I didn't want to, for the one we had that night, I didn't want to shred more cheese. So I just went ahead and just bought some shredded. Took a shortcut. You caught me. It's okay. Anyway, what I'm going to do is do these. I'm just going to take them apart and have them on here. I may only do one bag at a time, so I don't have to do 2 pans. Because I just don't want to do 2 pans if I don't have to. Alright, so there we go. There's all the bagels on here. Yes, they're kind of tight, but that's alright. So, thankfully, I have this squeezy sauce. So, I'm just gonna... Oh, that might be a little much, but that's okay. Put a little sauce on each one. Well, I said I was. I like this squeezy sauce for a couple reasons. One, I like the flavor of it. I believe this is the same flavor of the same brand of a tomato paste that I really like. Can't really remember. I think it is Contandina. Anyway, doesn't matter. I like the flavor of it, and I like the convenience of the squeezy bottle. I don't know why. I just do. It's just me. Alright, a spoon. I forgot to get one. I got a tiny one. So I'm going to spread this out. That is a little extra saucy, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and spread that out all over. And I want it all over so that whenever I put the cheese and the pepperonis on here, because I'm making pepperoni ones, I'm not doing any other flavor. I mean, you could, but I'm not. I might not have put enough on some of these. Oh boy. Oh well. It doesn't matter if it goes a little wild. It's okay. Yeah, I might not have put enough on these over here. The ones I thought I was putting too much on in the beginning, I seem to have not put enough on. It's alright though. You don't need a ton of sauce. Well, in some people's opinion, you don't need much. Other people's opinion, you need a lot of sauce. So, it's just according to how much sauce you like. It's according to how saucy you are. I mean, you might be super saucy. I'm super weird today. It's okay. I promise. I'm not taking any kind of weird medication. I don't think, anyway. Hopefully it's not weird. You saw what I'm taking. Anyway. I am going to put a little bit more sauce on a couple of these. That might be too much, but whatever. Got it on my finger, my thumb, or whatever that is. Alright. Now, I did go ahead and cut up some pepperonis. I got them pretty small on purpose because we don't want them too big. So, I'm going to go ahead with this cheese. I do have some Parmesan out too, in case I need it, but I want to put the cheese on first. And I'm going to kind of, now let me just get some out like this. Oh dear. Whatever falls off, I will put back on after. I don't waste any cheese. Just put it that way. Because if it falls off onto this wax paper on the bottom, which I do use the wax paper for whenever I put these away, just like I used it the other day. Whatever falls on the wax paper, I put in the bag, and then I'll just put it on the little bagel pizzas as we go whenever it's time to bake them. What I may do on the second batch is just take the cheese off this and put it back into the bag, and then I'll put it on. There's something else I want to try. I don't know if it's going to work. I might do it with the second batch. But what I'm going to try is mixing the sauce and the pepperoni together so that it will stick a little bit better. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I think we have squirrels in the attic again. They're probably trying to get to warm. I hear something, or maybe they're just on the roof. I don't know. But you know, heat rises. So it's probably warmer up there than it is anywhere else. Also, you will have pepperoni that's going to fall off, and that's alright. You can always just stick it back on in the bag. You know, it'll be in your Ziploc bag. It's not a big deal to have them fall off a little bit. As long as, I mean, you don't even have to put the pepperoni on. You could just put the cheese and the sauce on, and not even have the pepperoni yet. I'm going to cut up a couple more. All I did was cut them in half and then cut them about 3 or 4 more times. Or maybe 2 times that time. Just because I don't want to deal with it. Well, 2 times is enough. Alright, so just as I have every other flash freezing thing, I stick them in the freezer and I let them freeze for a little bit until they... Okay, so my battery died. But anyway, I'm going to just take these and put them in the freezer and let them freeze, and I'll come back and show y'all what they look like whenever I put them in the bags. I did take off my gloves, so that one right there has a pepperoni fell over, but I'm not going to pick it up. Like I said, I don't normally wear gloves. I'm just doing it because, I don't know, whenever you're sick, you do weird things. It's just precaution. But anyway, there's not like an equal amount of pepperoni, but we don't care. I'm going to put this in the freezer, and I'm going to let it freeze. I may go ahead and do the other thing, because I want to try that other. I might. I didn't want 2 pans in there. Let me see if I can fit 2 pans in there, then I'll let you know. Okay, so yes, I can fit 2 pans in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Y'all, I bought this from Walmart the other day, and look, it's going to cut. I didn't notice that. It doesn't matter. But I was like, what happened whenever I opened it? Okay. So, I'm going to put the bagels down first. Why? I don't know. Just because. I don't know. Well, now I'm hitting the camera. Why did I do it that way? I don't know. Do I know anything today? Probably not. What is happening? That I don't know either. Might have been easier this way in some ways. Harder in others. Because now I've got to figure this out. It's a puzzle. I used to like puzzles. Okay. So, I have gonna just chop up however much I think I need of pepperoni. I think that's enough. I think that's about what I used last time. And then, after I get this chopped, I like to stack it up before I chop it up. It makes it easier for me. I don't even know if y'all can see this. Yeah, you can, kind of. It's at my elbows in the way. How rude. I'm just going to chop it twice. And I'm going to stick it in this here bowl. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to try it. Oh well, that's not ideal, but some of that could have stood to be a little smaller, but we're not worried about that either, I guess. We're just doing it. Okay. Thought I dropped a piece, but I guess I didn't. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to be that loud. That was so rude. Alright, so I'm going to just get some sauce in there. We're going to let that be. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese in there as well. Hopefully this is not a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. If it is, I know not to ever do it again. If it's a wonderful mess that turns out to be great, I'll know how to do it every time. I think I'm going to need more sauce. I think it'll be a wonderful mess. Make a mess. That's what I'm doing. I may add a little bit of water to this to get the rest of that out. As long as it sticks to this is all that matters. And I think it will. I'm going to use my fingers. This might be a catastrophe. Is this how they do it in the factories? I don't know. Am I going to have enough is my thing, because I feel like I'm not going to have enough to do all these waffles. Did I put too much on? That's another thing. I don't know if there's enough sauce either this way. Maybe I should have put some sauce down and then did this. I know there's enough cheese and enough pepperoni this way. But my situation is the other part. Because I still have half of them to do and I'm almost out. I might have put too much on some of them. I know I did. I'll put some more sauce on this. And maybe a little bit more cheese. Because I know there's a ton of pepperoni on this. I think it'll work. I think it's a good concept, but it needs a little adaptation maybe. Maybe a little help in this department. I'm going to have to get another thing of sauce, though. I don't know. It might be a horrible mistake, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, I'm almost out for sure. I have one more left, but I can scoot some from another one or two, because I do have a lot of pepperoni on some of these. These don't look as neat. This one doesn't look like it has anything on it at all, because you know what? It does not really have anything on it yet. But I think some of them have a lot more cheese and pepperoni than the others. Alright, let's see. Where can I steal from? Let's get all this off my fingers for sure. Okay, I'm going to do something weird and wash my gloves, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of this out of this because I don't want to waste any of that cheese and all that I can out. This one is looking kind of sad compared to the rest. I mean, they look fine, other than maybe I should have mixed up more than what I did. But it'll work out. It'll be fine. I shouldn't have put my spoon. Well, I'm not going to be able to. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not going to try to fight that. Now, what I'm going to do is with this one, I'm going to end up wiping this jar off, or this thing off. I'm just going to put a little bit of sauce on here on each one, because I don't feel like they have enough sauce. I really don't. I've gotten quiet. I'm sorry. I'll have to get another thing to spread my sauce with. Oh, that one got wild. Okay, that's good enough for the sauce. There was a fork in the thing, so I'm just gonna oh, no, don't do that. Kind of squish it around a little bit. That looks better with that extra sauce, because I just don't feel like it was enough. You know, whenever you get bagel bites and some of them don't have enough sauce, maybe this is what happened. Or you get them and there'll be spots without any cheese or anything. This is what happened at the factory. Somebody went wild with it and didn't do it right. I think this is a good concept, though. I think this would work. But it's going to need a little finagling, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to have to wipe this thing off for sure. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. We've got plenty of that time. Here, have a little bit over there. I know it needed a little bit more, but woohoo. Okay. This one definitely needs some more love. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to just stop right there while we're ahead before we make a huge catastrophe. Alright, that's good enough. And now I'm going to just put the rest of this cheese on these. I know it may not even need it. But like I said, any of it that falls off, we'll put back on or put in the bag. And maybe I'll remember to tell you guys how it worked out. Who knows? We might just decide to test these. Oh goodness, I don't have enough. Come off of there. I'm gonna get some of this Parmesan. It'll be fine. It's got the other on there anyway, and there was Parmesan in the other. The only thing with this is it's cut pretty big. So, and I don't want to get sauce in this bag, for sure. Did I get sauce in the bag? No. I got it on the bag. I'm not gonna lie, I said I didn't. Alright, I got it off the bag. There we go. We're gonna stick these in the freezer, and we're gonna hope that they freeze properly. I didn't put hardly any cheese on that one. What is happening here? I need to get some cheese for that one. That one's just been a sad one the whole time. Let's see. I don't really want to do this. I washed my hands before I did it. Oh goodness. I just know that sometimes I accidentally touch my face. And I just don't want to have a recurring sickness whenever we eat these. I don't think we will. I mean, I don't think we will, but putting these in the freezer now. Then I'm going to clean up my mess. And I'll be back whenever they're frozen to show you how I'm packaging them. They don't look terrible. I think this concept might work better. Okay, so it's been a couple hours and these are frozen now. So I just got regular old freezer bags. I like the Walmart ones. Pretty good. They're thick. They seal really well. But they're shorter, even though they're still a gallon. They're shorter because they have this thing. I don't know if I can get the ones like this that don't have that. But I feel like I can't fit as many things in there when it comes to this. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I have as much room. But that's alright. I'm just going to do this. Alright. So, I'm probably going to be able to fit 4 here. And then I want to use this wax paper instead of getting more. So, because this pan is clean. I didn't put anything on dirty stuff. Alright, put that down. See, now I don't have to waste any. And then we'll see if I can put 4 more on here. Like, well, I know I can put 4, but I mean, I will see how many more I can put. Alright. I might be able to put all of them in here and then just throw the cheese in there too. Probably won't be able to, so I probably have to use 3 bags. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. Alright. Oh! I was trying to keep it on there to make it easier whenever I put it into the bag. It's just fairy dust. I don't know. Alright, let's close this up. And some of the cheese will fall off, and that's fine. But since they're flash froze... Oh, I closed it too much, didn't I? Since they're flash froze, I don't have to worry about it as much. Alright, let's go ahead and get another one. I'm probably just going to need 3 bags. So I got too many bags out. Let me put that over there so I don't get it dirty. Alright. And I'm just, oh, goodness. Oh, goodness me. I'm just gonna dump that in there, and I'll come back with the other pan. And there's still cheese on there, but that's alright. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it up, and I'll be back and show you at the end. Okay, so these are the second batch. They don't look as pleasant. They don't look as nice or anything, but I don't think that matters in the end. I think that's gonna be fine. That it, you know, doesn't look great. I'm gonna just tear that off because it was ripped from the start. Put that in. They shouldn't stick together, but since I've already got the wax paper, I'm going to use it. I might just put 3 in this one, since I'm going to be able to put some in the other one. Like, I'm going to have all those in the other one. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, oh no, wait. Hold on. Y'all calm down. This one's a bit of a mess, isn't it? It'll be alright. That was not as neat. I think the ones on the bottom are a little bigger than the ones on the top. That's okay. Life's not perfect, right? Let's stick these in. Maybe it's the way I put the other ones in the beginning. I don't know. I'm going to put it like that. And then I'm going to sit these 2 right here. It'll be alright. We don't want to waste any of that goodness. Alright, I'm just going to fold this in half and put it in here. See, I didn't waste any wax paper today. I didn't use any extra. There goes my phone. I probably should have ripped this in half. But that's alright. We're going to let it be. It's only 2 I got to put in there anyways. It'll be just fine. No problems. Bagel pizzas. There we go. Quick snack for the, or quick lunch, whatever. Alright, there we go. There's all 3 packs. That one settled down a little bit. I didn't do anything else to it. So there it is. Just a simple lunch that I can put together now and have later. Okay guys, so I got that put away. This video is really weird and unexpected, but that's okay. I got some stuff done that I needed done for freezer meals, and I got some more things planned. I've got my list started for things that we're going to go grocery shopping for. So like I said, I will probably just like show y'all a grocery haul tomorrow, and then give you the list of things that, you know, talk to you about things I do to help me whenever I decide to do freezer meals in bulk. Like, that sounded weird. Most freezer meals are in bulk. Multiple in one day or whatever. Or multiple in a session of that. I don't know the words. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, my hair is falling because I have it in a little satin thing. Wow, I'm all over the place today. I just need to go shower and chill out in my crazy chair that I got off the side of the road. Have y'all ever done that? I told my sister about it. She said she'd have done it too. I mean, it come from a really nice house, so I'm pretty sure. I mean, if it was from a yard sale, I would have bought it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe y'all think I'm crazy. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope this made some sort of sense. And I promise I'm not on drugs. This is just me sometimes. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If I did not explain anything well, please ask me questions. Be specific, because I may not remember later. Y'all, I have noticed my memory is getting worse. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. Y'all, I will be 47 next week. I don't mind. that was something else I was thinking about today. Birthdays don't bother me. It means I'm still here. Anyway, if you want to subscribe, go ahead, hit that little red button down there, hit the bell so you be notified whenever I upload. It's completely free to do that, even though some people think it's not. It's not going to cost you anything, because I'm not doing memberships. As far as I know, I'll probably never will. I don't know if I might at some point, but as of now, because I never say for sure, but as of now, I'm not planning it. So there's that. And also YouTube TV costs, but this does not. Also, if you know someone who might like to see this and you would like to share it, go ahead and share this video with them, or anything else they might want to see on my channel. I mean, I don't know. You might have kooky friends like me. Or kooky friends who might like me. I don't know. Anyway, most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels. And be sweet.